I'm Reed Milanovic, Chairman of the Agua Caliente Band of Cahuilla Indians. It is my pleasure on behalf of my tribe to welcome you to the Agua Caliente Cultural Museum. This is a representation of our tribal land. The Agua Caliente Band of Cahuilla Indians, our ancestors have been here since time immemorial. The city of Palm Springs actually sits within our reservation boundaries. So more often than not, when visitors come to the Palm Springs area, they are stepping foot on tribal lands.
On June 13th, Agua Caliente Chairman Reed Milanovic took press and media members on a tour of the Agua Caliente Cultural Museum.
And this exhibit area, this wasn't part of the original museum design plans. This was added on at a later date because during the time of construction, some artifacts were found, so we paused construction for about 6 months, and some of these go back over 8,000 years old. But this is a very important exhibit area because it proves, it shows that the tribe has always been here. What makes this museum different is it's 100% authentic. Every voice, every picture, every image you see is someone of Agua Caliente. That was very important when we were designing this museum because we wanted it to be our own voice. This is not someone else telling our story, this is us telling our own story.
The museum displays are focused on ancient and contemporary histories and tribal stories.
And if anyone hasn't seen this, this is the very first slot machine that the tribe came in possession of. This, you can see the number here, number 1. I give credit to the past leadership for having the knowledge to hold on to this piece when it's done being used.
The purpose of the tour was to celebrate the launch of the new exhibit, Section 14, The Untold Story.
So Section 14, The Untold Story, is an effort of our tribe telling our stories, historical accounts, historical experiences of a time period of struggles, a period of hard fights, hard battles that were taken up by tribal membership at that time, stepping up and saying, no, we're not going to stand for this. We're going to fight for what is rightfully ours and to ensure a better future for all of our tribal members.
If congressional legislation is enacted so that the Indian lands are offered for sale, we are prepared to buy them.
Section 14 is a 1 square mile area within the Agua Caliente Indian Reservation with a complex history involving land development, the displacement of tribal residents, and challenges to tribal sovereignty.
We were to assimilate into the non-Indian community, learn the non-Indian language, and our cultures, our practices were to be practiced no more. What this exhibit does is it talks about some of those atrocities that were done to tribal members, and it's important that the public understands. They see that this was not that long ago that things were going on. 1972, that's what, just 50 years ago? When you think of history, you think 1800s, early 1900s, 1700s. No, this is history that is just, 5 decades old.
Told through a collection of archival footage, photographs, and video testimony, the display aims to teach the general public and tribal members alike.
And it is very important to, I'm sure not just to Agua Caliente, but to tribes across the country, to educate those who were entering the reservations and to pay respects and have an understanding of the ways of life of Indian people. And it's important that not just the general public, but our tribal membership, they don't lose sight of that, because those experiences and those fights and those battles that that generation was going through, it helped shape us to who we are today.
Section 14, The Untold Story, is open now through May 31st, 2026. More info at accmuseum.org.